ladies and gentlemen, welcome Herschel Walker to the show. Hey. Herschel, you there?
Hello there. How you guys doing?
Hey, how are you, man? Good to talk to you.
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me on.
What you've been doing this election cycle, coming to the defense of the president, who even last night, and I'm sure you saw the Savannah Guthrie town hall, even last night was repeatedly asked again to denounce white supremacy. And you know, you've been a friend of the president's, you've been a part of this campaign, and you're also a black American. Is white supremacy one of the major issues that's facing the United States today?
Well, no, it's not, and that's what's so sad is they keep bringing that up after he's denounced it, thousands of times, and I've known him for a long time. That's the reason I got involved. They was lying about him, and he's not a racist, and I'm not sure why they keep bringing it up. And I think last night, Savannah, because she was getting so much kickback from a lot of her entertainment friends and from a lot of people at NBC that she had to be tough on the president, but I thought it was disrespectful. They've been disrespectful to this president since he's been inaugurated, and I think that is very, very sad.
Oh, 100%. And even the most amazing thing to me was, and I was kind of half expecting her to bring it up again, but even when he said I'd denounce it, she came back and said, you didn't do it fast enough.
Take it from Herschel Walker, who I've known him for over 38 years. This guy's not a racist. He's never been a racist, and to be honest, he don't know anything about racism. He does know a lot about business. He knows a lot about family because he loves his family and he loves America, and that's one reason I got involved. He didn't even know I was going to speak out for him. He never asked me to.
Oh, really?
His campaign never asked me to, and we've been close friends, and we've talked since he was in the presidency, and he appointed me a position. But because we're friends, he never asked me to do any of that. I did it on my own because I just thought it was the right thing to do. And right now, we're fighting for America's values. We're not just fighting for the presidency. We're fighting to keep God. You saw the Democratic convention. They wanted to move God out of everything. They wanted to change this whole country around, and I'm not going to let them do it. I see so many celebrities and so many entertainers and athletes talking how racist this country is. It's such a bad place and all this. And I'm here to tell all our young kids out there, America is the best country in the world. You can achieve America's dream. You get out and work. Don't listen to these celebrities. They've made it. You can make it as well. Don't believe in that.
And I'm so glad you brought that up. And I've heard you say, I've lost so many friends and I've lost so much respect from people that I've known my entire life just because of my support from Donald Trump. And there is something with athletes. I mean, LeBron James comes to mind. He has been so outspoken against this president and against some of, like you said, the values that I think as Americans we all uphold. Is that something that shocks you and surprises you, or is that something you kind of understand where they're coming from and how they're driven by? I mean, like, for example, LeBron James won't denounce China and the dealings that the NBA has with China, but he'll bash the president and he'll support, anti-police movements and things like that.
Well, it's sad, but I tell people this. That's the reason we're the best country in the world, because you can do this in America. I like to see LeBron James go to China and talk China down and hype on America, and he'll be hidden somewhere. He'll never show up again. That's why America is such a wonderful place. And I tell people to educate themselves. I'm tired of people claiming they don't like this president, but yet they haven't educated themselves to even learn about him.
Yeah.
All they've done is listen to what people said about him and not educated themselves to see what he's done for the African American, for the Latino American, for America itself, and then they can understand. Every 4 years you have a president that come up that say, "Oh, I'm gonna do all this for the Black America. I'm gonna do this. I'm running on this and running on that," and yet they do nothing. We're in the same point we were at when they first started. But this president here has changed things. The economy went down not just for African America, but for everybody.
Sure, yeah.
And not just for that. And I say he's changed so much, and people don't want to even acknowledge that.
We have, Herschel, a lot of African American listeners who are conservative here in Jacksonville, and they call all the time, and they talk about the arguments they're getting with their friends. But I think one of the things that you just pointed on was the education. There's this thing that's been going on with Ice Cube. Have you seen this? What's been going on with him and the Platinum Plan?
Well, I have seen it, and it's very, very sad, but I want everyone to hear this.
Yeah.
What happened with Ice Cube, which is sad, is he has a program that he has that run right alongside what the president himself had thought of that he wanted to do in the African-American community called the Platinum Plan. Well, what was interesting about Ice Cube is this plan that he was trying to meet with the Democratic campaign and also the Republican campaign. Well, the Democratic campaign said, oh, we'll talk to you after the election.
Right.
They didn't even care about it. Well, the Trump campaign decided to talk to him. They even talking about changing some things to help him out. Well, because he's been now getting so much pushback from different people about why are you working with this campaign and this and that, he's not sure that he can go to one side or the other. And I'm just it's a shame.
It's horrible.
Like that, and I say it is sad. But if you love America, you got to fight for America. I told people this, and I want all the African Americans out there to hear, all the white America, all the Latino America, all America. If you don't like America, you can go to the country you like, because we're not going to hold you here. We're not going to hold you. You can go somewhere else. But I want to keep America values where we have God, where you have the freedom of speech, where you have the freedom to carry a gun, you have the freedom to do things. I don't want to go to another country. I love America. And do we have things to work on? Yes, we do. But we work on it as a group. We work on it as one. There's not a race. There's not black. There's not white. There's not this. The reason we're the best country in the world is God has put us together, that he's mixed us up, that we come up with all these great ideas and make this a great country.